Hey Internet, Eric here. Welcome as I continue on with Jean-Claude Van January. If you're new to this channel or the concept, I thought it'd be kind of fun that unless I have a live stream interview or a random live stream, say with Frenzy, or just there's a specific movie that I really want to fucking talk about, I thought it'd be fun that if this year, every month had a theme concerning the movies I'm going to discuss, and January is Jean-Claude Van January. Nothing but Jean-Claude Van Damme movies being discussed here. First off, thank you to all the positive feedback that this theme has been getting. Really got a lot of views, which is very surprising. Lots of thumbs up, lots of comments. So I appreciate you all and everyone that's enjoying this little ride here. And it's been a fun ride for the most part, but I'm not gonna lie, this one that I'm discussing today was a little bit of a speed bump. Today I'm discussing Double Impact. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. This was the first time I've seen this. Came out in 1991. Basic plot of this is, and there's not much of a plot. Jean-Claude Van Damme plays twins, but it starts off, I believe, in Hong Kong, and I don't know why, but there's some type of gala there. A husband and a wife are there with their bodyguard, played by Jeffrey Lewis of all people, and they are executed by I don't know, some type of Asian mafia, I guess you would say. I don't know who. One of the assassins is Bolo Young from Bloodsport, and as the husband and wife are executed, the mafia, the gang, whatever, they didn't realize that they had children, because in the car are twin boys. One boy was taken into safety by Jeffrey Lewis. One was taken to safety by, I guess you would say, the nanny, maybe. Jeffrey Lewis raised one child, Chad, in Paris, and then they moved to like Beverly Hills, and now 25 years later, Chad helps Jeffrey Lewis teach yoga and karate. And the other one was left on the doorstep of an orphanage, and that is Alex, also played by Van Damme. And what happens is, you got the pretty boy, you got the one raised on the streets. They come together thanks to Jeffrey Lewis because something to deal with money that they're owed from their family's business, and they're also going to try to kill the bad guys that killed their parents. Okay. All right. It's 1991. First, we're going to get it out of the way. It is cool that Van Damme is playing two characters, even though the split screen is quite noticeable. But again, 1991. That notwithstanding, this one was kind of rough for me. I didn't really give a shit about the plot. There's not much to it. First off, Van Damme. The main problem in this movie is Van Damme. And it's not because his acting is horrible. I've said in many videos before, he's got a charisma to him. He doesn't really have any charisma here. Like you got the good boy Alex. No, you got the good boy Chad, bad boy Alex. When he's Chad, he's a little naive. He tries to be flirtatious with the girls in his yoga class, and like I said, when it comes to women, I don't know. He had a way with the ladies in real life, but on screen, he has got like the charisma of a dead bullfrog. He's not good with flirting or anything like that. So when he's trying to make passes at the girls in the yoga class, I'm just rolling my eyes. Um, he's not an unlikable character, but he's kind of lame. And then there's Alex. And I hate Alex from the very beginning. I hate him because he's not a good character. The first time we see him, or the first time he's introduced, I guess you would say, Chad does not realize he has a twin brother. He's in Hong Kong with Jeffrey Lewis. A woman mistakes him for Chad. Doesn't say his name out loud, but mistakes him for Chad. It is Chad's girlfriend. No, mistaken. See, now it's confusing. She mistakes Alex for... Oh, she mistakes Chad for Alex. God damn, this is like Back to the Future 2 in the alternate timeline. She mistakes Chad for Alex. Okay. God damn. She mistakes Chad for Alex. Takes Chad into the back room. She's feeling down his pants. She, getting ready to touch his dick. Probably give him a hard on. And they're going to go bang. And he's, just the usual lower. Keep going. You got something big for me? Oh, yeah. Something big? Real big. This is Van Damme. He's awful. And then she's like, ooh, silk underwear? I didn't know you wore silk underwear. And then he turns around, and then there's Alex. Alex headbutts him in the head, knocks him out. He comes to. Alex is yelling at his girlfriend, like, this is why I don't really like him. Right away, you know, how could you mistaken him for me? I never wore silk underwear. He's a faggot. So right away, he's calling him that. So I don't like him. There's other scenes where he thinks that Chad, oh, Jesus Christ, I need to write down on my fucking hand, kind of like, Lenny White, Carl Black from The Simpsons. It's so confusing. So I don't like Alex, the tough one. The tough one. I don't like him right away because he's throwing those names out. He eventually thinks that Chad is going to take his girl. Like, he literally gets drunk, and there's this really lame daydream as he's dreaming because Chad goes to save the girlfriend who's kidnapped by the bad guys. And while he's drinking whiskey right out of the bottle, he's imagining his brother banging his girl. And again, because it's Van Damme, there's no chemistry. It's an awkward, weird fucking sex scene, which is just there to get the chick and Van Damme naked, because Van Damme liked to get naked a lot. Lame, stupid. And then eventually Chad rescues the chick. They go back, they confront Alex. Alex is drunk, and the first thing he does is slaps his girlfriend. So I really don't like this fucker at all. Why should I get behind him and his brother wanting to avenge their parents' death when this guy's a piece of shit? You know what I mean? He calls his brother a faggot, and then he beats his girlfriend or slaps her in the face. Don't like him. Jeffrey Lewis is great. Doesn't give much to do other than maybe push a button to have an explosive happen when they're taking out the bad guys. Shoot a sniper rifle once and then get tortured at the end. Whatever. The blonde, the girlfriend, she's there to look pretty. That's it. There is there's Bolo Young. His name is Moon. He's there to look scary, but like I said, in Bloodsport, he still makes those goofy fucking faces when he's trying to fight. Like you know what I mean? Like he fucking stubbed his toe or stepped on a nail. Let's see here. Then you have the lead. There's two other bad guys. There's an Asian man who sucks, and then there's a white guy who sucks. So the character, the only one I actually thought was kind of cool was the main bad guy's bodyguard, some hot looking buff chick. I liked her because she kind of had some charisma in this movie. Well, no charisma. So all the acting pretty much sucks, except for Jeffrey Lewis, but he can't really do anything. The action in this movie. Okay, there's some really good shootouts. There's a decent fight between Alex and Chad, and the editing between the two is not that bad. It's not that noticeable, so that's pretty good. Let's see here. The fight with Chad, the pretty boy, I guess you'd say, and Bolo Young is pretty decent. Bolo Young has got like a giant iron drum, barrel type of thing, and then he's fucking like Donkey Kong throwing it at him. Chad kicks it and like hurts his leg. Fight. Pretty good until the fucking end, and I'm rolling my goddamn eyes. He kicks Moon, or Bolo Young, who looks cool. He's got a big giant facial scar, and he's blind in one eye, so he's got the blind contact, so he looks fucking cool. He kicks him into a circuit breaker that just happens to be open, and he barely touches the circuit breaker, and the circuit breaker like just taps his shoulder, and he's frying, like a piece of bacon, making the goofy fucking Bolo Young faces that we've all seen before. And then there's gonna be an explosion. For some reason, I don't remember why. I think some gasoline is poured or something like that. And you got Chad running out, and then of course it looks awful. The explosion happens behind him, and it's a slow motion leap into the air. It just looks fucking ridiculous. Then you got Alex on the other hand, the bad one, or the tough one, I guess you would say. He's fighting some guy in the dark, and it's just like shadow fighting. It reminded me of when Rick was fighting an invisible Freddy in Elm Street 4 Dream Master. It was fucking lame. There's a scene where I guess the white bad guy, the American, he is going to shoot like Chad, the good one, the pretty one, I guess you would say. He's in some type of crane that's got a container, like a shipping container up in the air. Get the bad guy underneath it. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot Chad. Chad pushes the button. It's falling. The guy is yelling and screaming, and even me and my wife were like, "Get out of the fucking way!" Like behind him was some water. He could have literally just turned down, jumped, and gotten into the water, but no. Instead, he yells and screams, and then it squishes him. Fucking stupid. And then something else happens, and the other bad guy, the Asian bad guy, which is a decent fight between him and Alex, the tough one, where they're fighting between some Metal Gears and stuff like that. So that's decent. But then he's killed by falling off a platform. Fucking stupid. And he just slowly slides down like he's on a fucking slide at an amusement park or just a regular park. You know what I mean? Where you take your kids, and instead of, rolling to the left or right and he would have saved himself, he just falls to his death. Fucking dumb. And then the movie literally ends where the brothers reconcile, and the movie ends on a fucking freeze frame of Chad, the pretty one, the good one, going like this, and then it cuts to a rap song. Oh man, this one was a chore to get through. This one really was. I did not like this one. I did not. And even when it comes to like your goofy, dumb 90s action movies, I did not like Double Impact. No charisma from this Van Damme. Hold on, let's see here. Get the no charisma from this Van Damme. This one's a fucking asshole because, like I said, the first thing out of his words is he calling someone a faggot, and then he later he gets drunk and smacks his girlfriend. Don't like him. What an asshole. Cheesy freeze frames, goofy ass deaths to all the villains. Jeffrey Lewis is fine, but isn't given much. You got the pretty girls that are there to be pretty, but it doesn't matter. Unnecessary and lame sex scene. The only good fight is maybe when the two brothers have it out in an abandoned apartment complex or something. It was awful. Do not recommend Double Impact. I've seen worse movies, but I don't know if I've seen any worse movies from Van Damme so far. So you guys may love it. God bless you. Double Impact, not for me. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Tell me, do you like this movie? Why? Do you hate this movie? Good for you. Trust me, I understand. If you've never seen it, apologies for the confusion earlier with the two characters, but trust me, it's fucking goofy as shit. Thank you to everyone that stopped in and has watched my interview with my friend Melissa Hill. Despite the dog barking and the technical difficulties, it was a lot of fun. It is now the second most watched interview on my channel. We will be getting back together so we can end the interview properly. And we also have plans to do a continual collaboration with each other. Next for Jean-Claude Van January, I know for a fact I'm doing Universal Soldier because I gotta watch, spoilers, I like that one. I gotta watch the taste of this one out of my mouth. And I think after that maybe I'll do Lionheart because I know I like that one too. So I gotta prepare myself for one that I might not like maybe Cyborg or Death Warrant. Haven't seen Death Warrant and I don't remember liking Cyborg. Anyways, long story short, yada yada yada. Like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Welcome all the new subscribers. Appreciate all the positive feedback that this month's concept has had. I'm very surprised. Yeah, I'm rambling. Cheers.